Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Electrical Life and good day to you. Today we're going to talk about how to properly wire a GFI outlet and how to determine what wires do what and where they go in reference to the outlet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and zoom on in here and let's get started. Alright guys, so here we have our typical GFI. This one is actually a self-testing one. It's got lights on both sides here. I'm not going to go into depth about the self-testing side of the GFI. This video is more about actually how to wire the GFI itself. If we take a look on the back of the GFI, like every GFI has, you will see that you have a line and a load. Now the line side is your power that comes into your outlet box. The load side is what you're going to hook up that you want protected with your GFI down the line in the circuit. Now, we need to find out what wires go on line, what wires go on load, and there's a couple different ways to figure that out, so we'll go ahead and go through that. The first way we got is if you have a multimeter, you can go with, I have ohms here, looks like a horseshoe, or you have continuity, which is a toned out sound. So when you touch your wires together and you have a good connection, it'll end up beeping. And I can show you that right quick. If you touch your wires, you get a beep. Not all meters have that, but if you go to the horseshoe symbol here, you touch your wires together, you can see on the reading that it says 0, 0. If I break the connection, it goes to overload. There's no connection in that wire. So what we want to do is, in order to find, just for purposes of the video, I'm going to go with the tone. There's only going to be one wire in this box that's actually going to tone out when you go from your white wire to your bare wire here. So you want to check that. So we'll go from this white wire to ground. We have nothing. You go to the next one. This white wire to ground. Nothing. Now we're going to go to this white wire. We have a tone there. So we want to hold on to that wire and we want to separate that wire from the rest. Also what you want to do is you want to find your black wire that comes out of that same jacket and move that wire. These two wires, these are going to be your line wires. Those wires right there are going to end up going to the line side of your outlet. Now on an outlet you have silver screw, gold screw, and of course your ground screw. Your white wire always goes on your silver screws on an outlet. The gold screws always take the black wires. Now let's say you don't have a multimeter at your house. The other way you can check to see what your line side is and what your line wires are going to be, the power coming into your outlet. You go to your panel, turn your power off, of course, first. Then what you can do is you can come back. Let's say you don't know what these wires are yet. Alright? Let's say you're just checking to see what wires are what. Just grab two wires that are coming out of the same jacket. Alright? You're going to have a white jacket inside of your box here. Try and give you a close-up of that. So you have two wires over here coming out of one jacket, if you can see that. And then over here you have these two wires coming out of the same jacket, and then you have these two wires coming out of the same jacket. So once you determine which wires go together in their jacket, you'll just grab one set, a white and a black. You're going to get your line side of your outlet here. Silver screw gets your white wire, so we'll go ahead and put that in and put it into the back of your outlet here, and we'll go ahead and tighten that down. Now the other side, on the same wire, you get the black, put it on your gold screw, again on the line side of the outlet. Now, you always want to go ahead and hook up your ground just to be safe, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. go ahead and just push that back up in your box just so it's not all exposed. Doesn't have to be great. And then we'll go back to the panel. We'll turn power on and see if we have the right wire. Alright guys, we are back. And what we have here is we have lights on our GFI. Now, depending on what GFI you have, you may have a little light down here. Right down there in the bottom corner. And it's going to be amber. Now, if that light is amber, that means you're good. You have power. As long as you have some kind of light, you should be good. There are Lutron GFIs. And the Lutron GFIs actually have a little green light down here. That little green light is not lit up. What you would need to do is push your reset button on your plug, and then that little green light will show up kind of like this one does. But it'll be down here in the corner. So depending on which outlet you have, your lighting might be different, but it's basically all the same thing. But now we know which one our line wires are coming from our electric panel. So, moving on from there, we can show you what else we need to take care of. Alright, with power back off, we can go ahead and pull our plug out. We know which one our line is. That's already tied in. We have power at our outlet. Now what we want to do is go ahead and hook up our other outlets down line, whether it's on a countertop, somewhere else. But we want this GFI outlet to be able to protect those other outlets. So, same as before, white wire, silver screw. Now these wires are going to go on the load side of your outlet, not the line side. They will be on the load side of the outlet. So we'll get both wires. We'll get this white wire here. Gotta loosen up my screw a little bit, of course. Why wouldn't I? It'd be too easy now to have to loosen up your screw. What the French toast? The plug jacked up. There. Put our two whites in the silver side. Somebody's gonna bash me for using my drill. Make sure it's tight with a screwdriver. Come over here to the other side of the plug on the load side. The gold screws with your two black wires are gonna go on the load side. Go ahead and tighten that down with a screwdriver so I don't get yelled at again. Alright, now that we have that going on, we can go ahead and push all of our wires back up in the box. I'll go ahead and put one screw in here just to secure it for now. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead real quick while I pause the video and put another plug over here so you can just see what we've got going on. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back in. We got our outlet in over here. We have power to our GFI. Put power back on at the breaker at the panel. And now the only thing you need to do is hit your test button right here at the bottom of your GFI. Depending on which one you have, this may be a black button. But just go ahead and push that. We got a trip. A red light comes on to let me know we're tripped. Go ahead and push the reset button and you're good to go. Now this plug here, if we were to test that, it would go ahead and trip this plug as well. So this plug is taking care of anything that's connected to the load side of this outlet. So you'll have your hot on your line side and anything else you want protected on the load side. So that's really all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. I know it's kind of a long, lengthy video. There's kind of a lot to go over with on this. But as usual, if it was helpful, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.